Opened a server rack and just seen that absolute bird's nest of power bricks.
Well, the chaos.
The wall warts, the proprietary black boxes, all of it. You know the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So today, we are doing a deep dive into the tvONE 1RK system. It promises to be the universal solution for cleaning up all that hardware chaos based on the sources you sent over.
And what's really fascinating here is that this isn't just, a fancy shelf. It's more of a fundamental change in your infrastructure.
So it's like a whole new philosophy for the rack.
Exactly. I mean, think of it as a universal power distribution unit.
Right.
And a filing cabinet all rolled into one.
A filing cabinet for hardware? I like that.
Yeah. It takes all those mismatched, externally powered devices from any manufacturer, and it converts them into these neat slide-in modules.
Okay, so the main goal here is just getting rid of that proprietary power supply mess.
That's the core of it.
Yeah.
And the customizable power output is where the system's genius really shows.
Yeah.
They aren't just giving you like a standard 12 volts.
Right.
Each power circuit is individually selectable. You get a whole spread: 5V, 7.5V, 9V, 12V, 13.5V, 18V, and 24V.
Yeah.
All up to 35 watts.
Wait, hold on. 7.5 and 13.5 volts. Those are the really specific ones, aren't they? The ones that usually cause all the headaches for installers.
They absolutely are. Those are the oddball voltages that force you to keep the original messy power brick.
I see.
So by offering that range, the system can integrate pretty much anything. And for the one-offs, there's even a pass-through option, but you still have to bring your own power source for that.
So if we connect that flexibility to rack efficiency, I mean, the density gains must be huge.
They are. A standard 4RU chassis, that's just 4 rack units, can house up to 16 modules. So you're powering up to 32 discrete devices.
In just 4RU. And it scales up from there.
Oh yeah. The sources describe 5RU and 6RU chassis that can support up to 64 devices.
Okay, but 64 devices, all powered up in that tightest space, that has to generate a staggering amount of heat. How are they managing that?
Right, you can't do that without a plan. The system uses a pretty serious active fan cooling system. It has a reversible cover, and it pushes up to 225 CFM of airflow.
So it's designed specifically for these high-density setups.
It has to be.
High density is great, but that only works if you can still service the thing. How does the design handle failures in such a packed rack?
This is probably the biggest win for the field technician. If a device fails, you don't have to trace cables or cut a million zip ties.
No more spaghetti factory.
None. Serviceability is simple.
Yeah.
You just slide the corresponding module straight out. No disruption to anything else.
That's a huge deal. Okay, let's shift to logistics. Given how specialized this is, what kind of commitment are we talking about?
Good question. The 4RU BASIC-KIT, which has the chassis and 6 modules, comes in at $700.
Okay.
But, and this is a big but, the sources are very clear on the policy. This product is non-cancelable, non-returnable, and non-refundable.
So it's a serious commitment, but it sounds like there's support behind it.
There is. HDTV Supply offers lifetime support through phone, chat, text, email, which is reassuring. And we also saw they offer some discounts for .gov, .edu, .mil, and .org accounts.
Okay, so when you put it all together, what we're looking at is a really high-value, streamlined way to handle power and device management.
It effectively just removes the chaos. All those mismatched parts and power bricks, gone.
It's a true leap in organizational efficiency.
Right. So that brings me to a final thought for you to mull over. Considering the tight packing and the massive cooling you need to optimize a rack for, say, 64 active devices in just 5 or 6 RU.
Yeah.
What unforeseen maintenance challenges might emerge? What happens when you try to service or scale a deployment that is that tightly packed? That's something to think about for your next installation.